Robert Freeman wants nothing less than to change the world, and by many measures, he's well on the way to succeeding. Altogether, his organizations have given more than 1 million of the world's poorest people a slightly better chance in life. It's not clear where this goal of his came from. Perhaps his travels in the Merchant Marines or his career as a tech executive. Maybe it found roots when he got an MBA from Stanford. Maybe it came from his time as a homeless youth from a broken home, where he made a promise that he vowed to keep.
I had been homeless when I was in high school, and I felt a terrible sense of emptiness and still gets me today. I was a junior in high school. My parents divorced. One went this way, one went that way. He said, you go live with her. She said, you go live with him. And I kind of fell between the cracks. And my high school chemistry teacher figured it out. I was missing class, disheveled, unbathed. And she said, what's going on here? You're a smart kid, and what the heck's... And she wrung it out of me, and she said, you're gonna sleep on my couch. And I did. And that's how I finished high school. And I said to her, you know, after I've made it, I will pay you back. And that's why when I was 47, I became a high school teacher myself. I looked at every kid, and I could see in every kid, for some reason, I could see their longing to be seen. More than anything, they wanted to be seen. And so I challenged everybody in my school in the spring of 2007, if you guys will all put in $1, I will get a classroom built for you in Africa. Oh, you couldn't believe how everybody took to it, to that idea. Let's do something great for the world, you guys. What do you say? It's $1. We raised $9,000, and in the summer of 2007, we built our first classroom ever in Narumoro, Kenya.
When COVID shut down the schools, he expanded to include adults and formed the Global Uplift Project, which has built over 180 more projects in 24 of the poorest countries of the world, adding playgrounds, latrines, science labs, libraries, water wells, to name a few.
You know, $1 to a student is like a Coke in a year. And in an entire year, nobody misses it. And we said, well, let's do the same thing. And we started working with adults. And what we said was, look, it's pocket change. It's like that money in the couch you lost, but you never knew you had. So you're not out it, are you? But knowing that it's being combined with many, 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 many other people's pocket change, it's the same model. Our motto is, even the greatest waterfall starts with a single drop of water. And that's what it is. Every single person can be a drop of water that starts a huge waterfall. And we use all of that money, this is important, all of that money to build small-scale infrastructure projects in the developing world. We've developed what we call a science lab in a box. And the box is metaphorical, but it's all the tools, the equipment, the supplies a high school needs to be able to do world-class laboratory work in biology, chemistry, and physics. It's just going great guns. You can't even believe it. And I believe if we can get enough of them out there, we can literally raise the scientific IQ of the human race. That's why we're so excited about it. And so you've got thousands, millions of kids being trained for almost nothing. The other program is what we call Save a Girl. UNICEF says that 20 million girls drop out of school every year because they can't manage their period. It's a catastrophic, preventable loss of human potential. We have invented a washable, reusable sanitary pad that we give to the adolescent girls, 12, 13, 14 years old. It costs $6 to make. We give it to them for free. It lasts for 3 years. Keeping a girl in school for $2 a year is probably one of the highest returns on human investment in the world. We came across this village in Ivory Coast. It's 3/4 of a mile off the road. Guess what? They don't have any water. And so how do you think they feed the village? The women spend all day as human mules, two-legged mules with a bucket of water on their head, walking the 3/4 of a mile back and forth all day long carrying water. We go, this is an easy problem. We put in a pump at the road where the water main goes, dug a trench 3/4 of a mile, put in a 6-inch pipe for 3/4 of a mile, bam, $3,200. We liberated tens of thousands of woman hours per year, and it'll last for 10 years. Oh my gosh, if you go out there and see the people, how effusive they are and thankful they are for the smallest things, we're truly lifting up human potential in the millions. This is why we call it impact altruism. Is when, like I said, when it's the first classroom you've ever had, when it's the first water well you've ever had, and nobody understands how much their small piece, like I say, their pocket change, how much it can do. We've completed 280 of these projects that I mentioned from pocket change. We have a lot more potential to improve this world than we give ourselves credit for. This is working, and that's our biggest message to everybody. This is actually working, and if you want to change the world, here's a way to do it.